This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Kirkwood, Sean McGuire, Yanis, LightBlindedFool, Big C, Deyvis Ferreira, Green Man, Bennett Williamson, Hannah Green, Noralia, Greysin Ishara, Helena Jacobsen, Matthew Mendoza, Sims, Cyndi, Manethraen, Andrew Scarponi, Mr. Boddy's Body, David, and HoneyBunchesOfJason. And before we get into things today, we want to thank some people who renewed their pledge for a whole another year over on patreon.com/thewheelweavespodcast. So thank you so much to Cody Fouts, Julia Foster, Beth Halligan, Lady Marzipan, Ricky Morissette, Ninetail Sedai, LightBlindedFool, Nano Wizard, and Roxy Wilson. Thank you so much for your continued support. We really, truly appreciate it. In this episode, we are talking about Chapter 22 of A Memory of Light.
Yeah, Chapter 22 is The Wyld.
The Wyld, not the Wyld?
So one of the most controversial chapters in the entire series, I'm pretty sure, because when you read the book, it's like, hey, it's Bao the Wyld. But then you listen to the audiobook, and it's like,
Wyld.
Bao the Wyld.
Yeah.
So it's different. It's different. And even listening to it again and reading it again, I still don't know what I like better.
I think I like Wyld.
But you like Bao or Bao?
Bao.
Bao the Wyld.
Yeah.
But it's The Wyld.
Yeah. And it's the reveal.
Yeah.
That we've been waiting for.
Yeah. It's like confirmation. It's confirmation. We actually get a lot of confirmation of a lot of different things. There's a lot that happens in this chapter.
Yeah.
So it's a lot.
It's an info dump.
Mm-hmm. Of sorts.
Yeah. I like it. I'm here for Lanfear teaching Perrin stuff.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's just like it's old Lanfear who's got her groove back.
I love it.
Yeah.
I actually really like it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Perrin, I guess, and he's just like, I don't get anything that's happening. But
yeah, and she's like, hey, if we're going to be partners and or lovers, then you have to get more powerful.
And he's like, wait, I don't want either of those things.
What? It's pretty great. It's pretty good. We're going to have fun with this one. I can feel it.
Okay.
So, fun fact, we're going to be talking about Bao the Wyld. So, I'm going to do a little bit of a dive into D-Man Dread, and then we also get his full name. We've heard it throughout the series, but I figured I'd do a little bit of a dive here. So,
I have to tell you,
yeah,
I don't remember any of his other names.
Okay, so his original.
It was a surprise to me, and I actually thought I was going to get more time to speculate. And tell you that I'm like, oh, this is probably definitely Demandred. And then it's like revealed in this chapter.
Is the hook nose. As soon as he comes on, it's like hook nose and moderately attractive. Mm-hmm. It's like that's him.
Yeah.
So that's also why he's kind of angry. But we'll talk about it when we get there anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so his name is Barid Bel Medar. So there are similarities in the name with a number of historical figures for this name, like where Robert Jordan pulled it from. And it's likely constructed out of the English words baron and murder. So if you think Barid Bel Medar, the roots of baron and murder, which was what RJ had as the name roots in his notes.
Right.
So that's the first part. And then Bel, which is pronounced Baal from what I could tell, because there's like a little accent on the word.
Okay.
Is also a title signifying lord or master in reference to various gods of the Mesopotamian religions. So especially used for the god Marduk, who came to be worshipped as the god of creation, justice, water, magic, among other things. So
okay,
that's some inspiration for his name. And then we've got his other name, Demon Dread.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a combination of the words demon and dread, but also using the word demand. But then also playing on the name Mordred, which is the character who kills King Arthur in some of the Arthurian stories.
Well then, because there's also, what's Moraine's last name? Damodred?
Yeah, exactly. And then last year, and we're not talking about Moraine right now, so
okay, sorry.
Stick to the topic.
I'm so sorry.
Bao the Wyld. So Bao's name comes from a reader, Bao Femme.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's also lots of connections with the Wyld or the Wyld part of the name, because that is the connection there. And there are lots of connections to ancient mythology and names. And some of the ones that kept popping up while I was looking at this, it was a lot of like Welsh mythology and like Merlin lore and stuff like that. So I decided I would Google Welsh and Wyld, because, like, why not? Because that you might get some sort of connection.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that the Welsh Wyld is a cute little Christmas / midwinter tradition in South Wales where they use a decorated horse's skull and put it on a pole. Its name is Mary, and then it's brought door to door, and Mary likes to cause mischief and steal things and chase people and sing, and then Mary tries to demand entry into your house by offering rude rhymes. So yeah, party in Wales around Christmas time, I think.
With a horse skull.
Yeah, named Mary. Mary Wyld. Mary the Wyld.
I'm
I don't know.
Need some actual confirmation on
There's like a whole
that.
website. There's like a whole website about it.
Whoa.
It's like in Welsh, so like I can't read the name. It's like, but like Lurie Wyld or something like that. Like, I don't know, but it's crazy. But it's real. It's real. Just Google Welsh Wyld.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. It is wild. All right.
All right. Well, we do have lots to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it. Chapter 22. And we get two perspectives, Egwene and Perrin.
Yeah.
So we look forward to that. Now, our chapter symbol is a Forsaken. We haven't seen it in so long.
We got a lot of Forsaken doing stuff here.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Finally.
Mm-hmm.
What's everyone been up to?
Yeah. Okay, let's dive into it.
Let's see. Okay. So we are in Egwene's perspective, and Egwene and Gawain are still hiding under the water cloak, under a pile of rubble.
Yes. In the destroyed camp that they were in. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right after the Sharn attack and all of that.
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to get kind of a funny scene here. Even though it's like not funny, but it's like kind of funny.
Terrible timing for the funny scene that is sort of funny.
Yeah.
It's like cute banter.
Well,
We're in a very dangerous situation.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
And Egwene has dozed off somehow.
Right. Well, it's like hours.
Oh, hours. And now it's nighttime.
Yeah.
And Gawain is waking her up to be like, I'm going to go check on things.
Yeah. Which is really funny.
Which is weird because apparently he's already snuck out.
Yeah.
And snuck back in.
While she was asleep.
While she was sleeping this whole time.
Yeah, and I was thinking, like, imagine she wakes up while he's gone, but the water cloak is still over top of her. Like, what does she do? What does she think? That'd be pretty crazy. But I also have to give it to Gawain because he's legit doing, like, good warder things.
Yes.
He is sneaking through, he's scouting territory, and looking for an escape for his Aes Sedai. Like, he's legit doing a good job right now. As much as I hate giving him credit,
right,
he's doing good.
Egwene hates it.
Yeah, yes.
She's angry. Mm-hmm. She does not like that he's doing things.
Yeah.
And not telling her and not including her in the plan.
So the plan is he's going to slip out and like make a distraction or whatever so they can escape, but she wants to go with him, and then the cute little banter is like, no, I'm sneakier. No, I'm sneakier. I'm sneakier
I didn't think
than you.
It was cute.
You don't think it's cute at all?
No.
You just don't like them as a couple. If it was someone you liked as a couple, you would think it was cute.
No, it feels petty. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Like she legitimately is like, little Gawain thinks he's sneakier than me. I'm obviously the sneakiest.
Yeah.
Like, it's not cute. It's
okay. Young love. I don't know.
No. Okay, but during all this banter, our plan gets interrupted.
Yes, yeah. Because basically a bunch of captives are getting dragged out to a space near where we are, but Egwene and Gawain are still safe, but they can like see what is happening here. So then we get like a Sharn with a bunch of so there's a whole bunch of Sharn stuff.
We get a lot of description. Like,
yeah.
Very detailed description considering it's nighttime. Mm-hmm. We are under a cloak.
Right.
And under a pile of rubble.
Yeah.
And we get very, very specific descriptions of tattoos and where they are and what the clothes look like and. Yeah.
And also Egwene doesn't understand the context for anything. So it's like information, but without context of like why things they are the way they are. So it doesn't really help very much, but we're going to go through this real quick for like the gist of what we get to see here.
Okay. How do you feel about clothes where there's a hole cut out in the back?
Trendy and fashionable, and I'm pretty sure lots of people have clothes with holes cut in the back of it. Okay. Not necessarily to show off tattoos, but you know, it is.
That's what it's for.
It's like a not full back. There's lots of not full back clothes. Come on, it's like
not
popular
when you're like fighting.
Well, it's fine. It's fine.
Feels like a fatal flaw.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's
the armor.
But if it looks cool, then you get extra armor for it looking cool.
I don't get it. How?
Style points. Style points. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, not like actual armor, but like...
No,
yeah.
that doesn't make any sense. Okay.
You ever never played like video games and seen armor in video games?
No.
Like, yeah, if it looks cooler, it's better. Even if the stats aren't better, you wear it because it looks cool.
Okay, I believe you.
General rule.
I believe you.
It's important.
I believe you.
Okay, so we've got one Sharn coming out with a bunch of tattoos. It's a male channeler. It's pretty clear that nobody's comfortable with this guy, but he's here. And then this guy does like a weaving burn tattoo thing on one of the captive like messenger boys.
Brand.
Like a brand. He brands him basically. It's not great. And then we get a couple of Sharn women channelers who come up. And then they also have tattoos, but they're like different than the guy's tattoo. Mm-hmm. And then the weirdest, the strangest of all the people is like another two guys and a woman come up on like little donkeys.
Yeah, little decorated donkeys.
Yeah, and then like they all have their boobs out, like naked from the waist up.
Actually this time.
Yeah, actually. And then there's like jewelry, but they also have their backs exposed, but they don't have any tattoos, so it's all very strange.
Of course they have their backs exposed. They have their entire upper body exposed.
Yeah, but it's like, but there's no tattoos, but it's like weird. So she doesn't understand the context of like why, like, do the tattoos signify rank? And then if it is based on rank, then are more tattoos better or worse? Are fewer tattoos mean you are higher rank or lower? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
So she's seeing all this. We're getting this information dump and then have no way to like categorize this into what we're looking at. So it's a little challenging because we don't get any extra follow-up on it either at this point.
Yeah.
So we'll tuck it away.
Okay.
These are some people. And while this is all happening with the captives, this is when Gawain's like, hey, Egwene, let's try and back out of here now. So let's start sneaking away while they're all distracted. And that makes sense.
Yeah. And then suddenly some guy calls out.
Yes.
And Egwene freezes, thinking she's been caught.
Oh, yeah, and super PTSD for being captured with her. She's like, oh, no, it's like done in her brain. But it wasn't her and Gawain.
It's someone else.
Yeah, it's just like the other, there's like more captives, whatever, that are being pulled out. So they're not captured. But then another thing happens with another guy, the important guy.
Yeah, the air bends and everyone kneels down. And then this tall man in armor steps out and is like, of the like bending air.
Yes, yeah. So that is our Bow the Wyld. Demandred, yeah. Buried Bell.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah, this is the guy. This is the main
Well, and it was interesting the first read through because I actually don't know for sure that this is Demandred.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm thinking this is probably Demandred.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I've been wrong before.
Yeah, and also...
Did you know that about me? That I have actually been wrong before?
I do know that.
So I was a little hesitant about right away just full steam ahead assuming this was Demandred.
Yeah, especially during like all of his speeches in this perspective. It's like he calls himself Bow the Wyld. He has his backstory with the Sharans and he talks about prophecies and like fighting the dragon. It's like, it's pretty cool. And I really want to know more about like the prophecies that the Sharans have because I feel like you can't just come in and make up prophecies. Like they have to be there for you to go and fulfill. Like I kind of feel that way.
Probably,
I don't know.
Yeah.
So like give me more of that. I want to know more about like how he came into this position of power.
Well, I assume Grandal had something to do with it.
Well,
and then just compelled the shit out of everybody.
No. So that was the funny part about that is like
she captured the royalty guys.
She did, but she didn't necessarily know that Demandred was setting up there. It was almost like a funny coincidence.
Really?
Yeah, because
I thought they were working together. I thought you implied that.
Well, okay, so the timing of her giving the information.
Now you're backtracking.
I'm not backtracking.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
Okay.
You just take whatever you want out of it. But like in the same chapter when we got that whole Grendel thing being like, hey, look what I got here, these fancy rulers from Ishara. She actually does think about like Demandred and not exactly knowing what he's up to. So it's more unlikely that she
did know what he was up to and she was lying.
Well, we don't know because we don't get enough of her perspective for sure.
Ugh.
Basically, there's two schools of thought.
Oh my gosh.
Either she knew or she didn't know. And it's, I'd say on the not exactly clear and make of it what you will. But.
Nah, I like that they like had an alliance for a little bit.
Sure. Enough. Sure. Whatever you want. That's fine at this point. So he's Bow the Wyld and he is here and he starts asking them. He's got a bit of a Sharan accent, but not as much as all the other Sharans. Mm-hmm. And then he introduces himself to the captives And he goes into like a whole thing here because he asks about the Inakal. He like references the prisoners as Inakal, but like we don't get a translation for what that might mean.
Okay.
And then he also goes on this big speech about how he's their savior and he's crawled through the depths of sorrow and has risen up to accept his glory and he's come seeking what was taken from him. So like it's a huge backstory thing. And it's just kind of like,
what?
Yeah, man, what? Have you heard of me? No, man. No, nobody has.
Okay, well, I thought maybe.
Yeah, you never know how fast fame spreads.
Yeah, because I'm so famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing that wherever I go.
Hey, you haven't heard of me?
Have you heard of me? Well, I don't know how fast fame spreads. It's like, are you famous for anything? No, but you never know.
Yeah.
I could be famous in some circles. Not these ones, but you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then he asks the and these are just captives from like Egwene's camp.
Yes. Yep.
So they're
not
like,
even particular. Like there's like a cook, there's like a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Servants and stuff. Okay, so he goes, does anyone know the dragon?
Yeah.
Reborn?
Yeah. And you know that guy?
Anyone know him?
Yeah. And then one guy's like, well, I've seen him.
Yeah.
I've heard him. I've heard him talk, but I've never talked to him.
I've never talked to him, and he doesn't know my name.
Yeah.
But I know his. See, now that guy's famous.
General vicinity. I've been in it. So, yeah. But then that conversation gets interrupted because Bao is like, whoa, you guys are bad at searching for people because there's somebody else in the camp. I can feel a woman channeler. And then Egwene freaks out again.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then...
It's not her again.
It's not her again.
Double fake out.
And once again, I think to myself, oh man, I should have cared more about where Lyanna was.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like if she wasn't immediately dead, she would be here.
Yeah, because she wasn't with Swan last time.
Yeah.
She didn't like jump out the whole floor.
Nope. Wasn't there for that. I think you had to be like in the room when that happened.
Yeah, well, I thought she might have been.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Mm-mm.
And
here she is.
Okay. So she was also hiding.
Yeah.
And she gets yanked into the air.
Yes. Like dragged up to Bao, like right to him here. And honestly, this goes really well for her. Like all things considered and the situation she's in, this goes really well.
Well, except that
for her specifically,
Demandred is not swayed by her wily charms and good looks.
Yeah, beauty's not important.
Not important at all, even though you're beautiful.
Yes.
Don't bat your eyelashes at me.
Yeah. Okay, so now he's got Lyanna. He kills the rest of the captives.
All of them.
Shouldn't have said that with chuckling.
Well.
Yeah, so he burns everybody alive. And there's like a couple of moments while everyone's dying. And Egwene has to like stop herself from reaching for the power. And she starts crying. It's really bad. And like Lyanna's still held here.
And people are like, oh my God. And the Sharans are like, we've just spent the last like 7 hours into the night capturing and rounding up and holding these people for you, and you literally just murdered them.
Yeah, but then he does tell them, hey,
like, it was a mercy.
Guys, don't worry about it. It's fine.
They would have made bad whatever
Inakal
are.
Yeah, so that's why like the context when he's like they would have made bad Inakal, like maybe that means like they would become servants or like they can be traded into the army. Like who knows? Like we don't really get the context for what it means, but they would be bad at that and there's no time to train them. So he's doing everybody a favor by just killing them now.
Right.
It's fine.
Nobody there knows anything, but Lyanna here, she knows something.
Yeah, she's good enough.
And we're going to get some information, even though she refuses to answer. That's what he's like,
yeah.
Oh, we're going to get some stuff out of her, so the other ones don't matter. So it's okay that
it's
they're
more
dead.
so like she's going to deliver the message.
Yeah.
They don't need to get information out of her.
Oh, I thought he was still trying to ask her questions.
No, he asked
and
like
she
a
was
question.
Like refusing to answer.
Yeah, he doesn't really ask very much. So he just basically says, deliver this message to the dragon. And then that's when he goes on his whole big spiel.
Okay.
So he's like, make sure you tell Luce Theron, the dragon, that I've come to slay him and he's false and I'm true and he better come fight me.
Well, because there was a moment in my mind where I thought maybe this was Mazrim Taim.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I could see that too.
Because like the hook nose.
Sure.
And also he's false and I'm not.
Yeah.
Because Taim was labeled as a false dragon and like there's that whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Totally
But
reasonable.
then he like calls him Luce Theron, and I was like, oh well, no, this is Demandred.
Yeah.
And then I like wavered back and forth. I'm like trying to solve the mystery, and then
At the end, it's like,
Egwene's like, it's Demandred.
yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in his little speech about like who he is and what he's gonna do, he's like, oh, if he doesn't come and fight me, I'm gonna kill all of his family and enslave his children and take his women and like all the bad things you can do.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna
sure.
do them if Rand doesn't come and fight him personally.
sure.
And then he's like, I'm Bow the Wyld, he who is owned only by the land. So that's like all in caps as a title. So he who is owned only by the land, the Dragon Slayer. That's a pretty cool nickname.
Well,
But
did he give it to himself? Like,
yeah,
where did these?
I'm pretty sure he is. And then he was once known as Barrett Bell. And then Egwene thinks, wait a second, in my classes, that is Demandred. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's either given himself these nicknames or this is all linked to the whole prophecy thing that he was talking about. That he's gone through
He
all
like
these.
learned some
Yeah.
of the Sharon prophecies,
Yeah.
and so he's just like, I'm fulfilling them.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Because prophecies, I think, can be like that if you are powerful enough. Be like, yep, I did it.
Yeah,
And if no one's checking on them.
right.
So there's a couple of things there. So, yeah.
So Egwene is still hidden.
Well,
And
they're
Gawain-
actively sneaking away.
Yeah.
They're actively backing out of the camp right now.
Okay, because that's what I was wondering. Like,
Yeah.
what's happening
We
with them?
kind of got left on a cliffhanger there.
Okay.
Where
So I
Gawain was
are
like,
we
let's
hiding?
go.
Are we
Yeah.
gone? Did we use this as a distraction and
Yeah.
now we're leaving?
It would be reasonable to assume that either nothing has happened, they get captured, or they escape. Any one of those three things could absolutely happen
Okay.
because we don't have enough information
My
yet.
prediction is
Yeah.
they escape.
Okay, I actually don't care about that prediction.
Oh, that's rude.
Well, this is the one that I care about. I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Bow the Wyld goes on a big old speech. He wants to personally
Yeah.
fight Luce Theron, Rand, the Dragon Reborn.
Never
He
gonna
wants to
happen.
attack him personally.
No.
Because if you recall, Demandred's big thing in the Age of Legends,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember his whole deal with LTT?
I don't know. They were in competition.
Yes.
Well, no. Demandred thinks he's in competition with Luce Theron, but Luce Theron doesn't even think twice about him.
Because LTT came in first for everything, and Demandred came in second all the time, and Demandred hates it.
In Demandred's perspective,
Yeah.
he was always competing with Luce Theron.
Yeah.
But Luce Theron wasn't even competing.
Yeah.
He was just doing
He's
his thing.
doing better.
He was
Being
just
better.
Being
is
better.
better.
And doing better.
So Demandred hates him. There's always that like eternal competition, and he wants to like and this has been Demandred's entire thing the entire time.
Yeah.
So he is very focused with this persona that he wants to fight and kill, I guess, Rand personally. Do you think that Rand is going to, at any point, take the bait and come fight him? Like, how is that going to resolve itself? Because Demandred,
No.
at this point,
No.
very
So
much seems
here's
like
the
he's
thing.
in it. So
I think that Rand has figured out what I have figured out, and that we don't really need to kill all the Forsaken in order
Yeah.
to beat the Dark One.
okay, yeah. Like, no, I'm not going to come fight you personally, man.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Right.
Like, he has a job right now, and it is not fighting Demandred.
Well, and Rand certainly seems to think that as soon as he attacks whatever he's going to do,
yeah.
all the Forsaken are going to just show up here.
I mean, maybe. It's
No,
a possibility.
But that's what he thinks.
It's a
Remember, they're
possibility.
prepping for it.
Yeah, well, he thinks that, yeah, it's a possibility that Forsaken will show up to defend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There's not that many left.
maybe Demandred will be there.
Yeah, but then Demandred has to go to him, and that's the opposite.
So has Demandred been in Ishara this whole time?
Long time.
Like he's never been out in the open in front of our friends?
Mostly Shara, from what it seems.
Because we've seen Demandred in Forsaken meetings
Mhm.
and dream stuff.
Mhm.
I'm just having such a hard time wrapping my head around that because of how long I assumed
It's really hard to pinpoint exactly how long he's been there, because we don't get a lot of
Demandred.
clues.
I really assumed he was right in plain sight, you know?
Yeah, yep.
I don't know. Should I have known this? Like, was there anything? Like, actually? Like, it didn't feel like,
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
other than, like,
Yeah.
process of elimination. Like, I probably could have got to Shara if I actually considered it as, like, the last.
And like world on a large scale here, because
Yeah.
we did get ambushed by the Shanshin in like the second book. So like, what's to say that we don't get another, something coming in? But the fact that it comes in at like the end of book 14, like halfway through or whatever,
Yeah.
like it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
It's a little wild.
Yeah, that's why
Feels
his
a
name,
little, like,
That's why his name's Pala Wyld, because
because he crazy?
yeah, it's crazy. So it's such a crazy addition. I don't know. And I've heard a lot of opinions for and against. I'm for it though. Like, I'm here for it. Let's do this.
I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah, it takes a while. I definitely like it. It might take a while for you to really, form a good opinion of what you really think about it. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
just let's sit on it for a bit.
Yeah,
you don't have to. I don't need an answer right now.
I know.
We're gonna be stuck with him for at least another chapter, probably.
At least
Rand's not gonna come and kill him yet. That's like in probably 3 chapters from now.
Yeah. Or it's next chapter.
Or it's
and
next.
you're throwing me up.
Yeah.
Like, you're giving me those like funny eyes.
What, Rand's gonna
you're,
pop in? Like, what are you talking about though?
See, that's what
He's gonna pop in. He's gonna do the thing.
you do. This thing.
Yeah.
You're doing the thing.
Okay.
Or you're saying the thing, making me be like, haha, no, that'll never happen. And then
it happens. Okay. All right. Well.
See, I wasn't even gonna say that, but now I have to because of what you just said.
So now you're saying that he's gonna be attacked next chapter by Rand?
No.
3 chapters.
I really don't think that Rand's gonna give a shit. He's gonna be like, too bad, so sad, guys.
Yeah.
I got other problems.
Well, is Lyanna gonna deliver this message?
To how? Like how?
Yeah.
To where? To
Excuse
whom?
me.
To what?
Excuse me. Rand and Shale Ghul.
Ring,
the Valley
ring,
of
ring,
Thakandar.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a page. Oh, it's Lyanna. I need to call her right away.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Well, that's it for that perspective.
Okay. I'm actually a little more concerned about Egwene and Gawain.
You should be, probably.
At this point.
Yeah.
Rather than...
We're in the middle of it. Like, it's not... They're not safe.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. That's the end of this perspective. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with Perrin. And more importantly, Lanfear.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so we are back, and we are jumping right in to Perrin, who is still in the Wolf Dream with Gull, and things are pretty unstable in Teleran Riyadh right now.
Yeah, like weather-wise. Yeah, we know the world is unraveling in Teleran Riyadh. Like, we got that a couple of times.
We got a bunch of stuff
it's not
going
good,
on.
But
it's also really hard to tell what time it is. And how long we've been here.
They've had to go back for food to their little hidden packs like 3 times already. So does that mean that I've eaten 3 times? It's been 1 day? Who's to say? We don't know. Not them. But Gaul is also picking things up really quick. And I love Gaul in this chapter because Perrin it's just like anybody in the world of dreams who has practiced thinks so poorly about anybody else who is like learning.
Yeah.
And the speed at which Gaul has picked this up is astounding.
Okay, like I believe you.
Think about how many any of the Aes Sedai, like Egwene going in and learn, and like the clothes flickering and like all that stuff.
Yeah,
he's already got that locked down. Like the only thing that Gaul is
he has
not
been
controlling.
Immersed here for spoiler a week.
Yeah.
So.
But that's in the outside world time, not in their time.
Okay, sure.
It's like a black hole effect. We'll get into it.
Okay.
But that's the thing is like he's already got he's pretty good at this, and Perrin thinks his veil keeps popping up whenever he gets startled, but it's like that's also like good practice as an Aiel because you have to cover your face if you're gonna that seems intentional.
That's part of it.
So yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways,
and out of everybody who thinks they're excellent in Teleran Riyadh, Perrin, who actually is very good here, is like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, debatably the best. You could make an argument.
Can't everyone just do this?
Yeah.
I'm surprised everyone can't just do this.
I really love Teleran Riyadh because even Perrin, for as strong as he is here in this chapter, there's still the contradictory thoughts of like anything you believe can be real in Teleran Riyadh. Oh, but not that. But it's like, well, but the point is that if you believe strongly enough and strongly enough, then yes,
right.
Then it can be. Right? So why not? But it's like, because, you can't. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
So, anyways.
So, we know it's been a little bit of time.
Yeah, at least a day.
Perrin accidentally helped, sort of, the Black Tower.
Oh, yeah. He definitely did accidentally sort of help the Black Tower.
Yeah, but he still doesn't know that.
Yeah.
He doesn't even really know what's going on.
Not important.
He's upset because he hasn't found Slayer yet, and that's his whole reason for being here.
Yeah, and what they're doing is basically jumping around the borderlands, asking the wolves to know, like, hey, have you seen this guy? Yeah. Have you heard of this guy? Where is he? Where was the last time you seen him? So, and it's not going super great in the 24 hours that he feels that they've been searching.
Right.
Yeah, fair. He might not even be in the World of Dreams.
Well, that's exactly it.
Yeah, he might not be here right now. It's been a day. I don't know.
Right. And Perrin still seems relatively oblivious to a lot of things that could be happening. And he's like, oh, maybe we should go check on where Rand's men are opening gateways for us every day.
Yeah,
I don't know. Is it almost time to do that? Like,
Yeah.
And then I started to wonder, are we actually ever getting out of here? Because I don't think Perrin actually knows how to get out of here or what time it is or how to find where they're opening gateways for him. And
yeah, especially if time is not moving in a exactly even fashion.
It's Jeremy Bearimy.
Yeah, a little bit. It doesn't seem great, but he'll have to learn. He's going to have to figure something out.
Okay, so they're having some snacks.
Yep.
Perrin does some thinking about Lanfear and the dream spike, and he has no idea why Lanfear has given it to him.
Yeah, he can't figure
and also taught him how to use it.
Yeah, and helped him out with the podcast. Yeah, no clue. Now, I do find it interesting that some of the wolves have been reaching out to him too, and they keep asking him about him leading them in the last hunt.
Yeah.
And then Perrin's like, well, why do you need me to lead you? And they're like, we can't hunt. We need you. We need you to be the leader here of the pack. So he's not said no, but he also isn't saying, yeah, let's go. We're just waiting. We're waiting to see if and or when Perrin's
like,
leads the last hunt.
So important right now? Slayer.
Yeah.
I really want to kill that guy.
Really
now,
does.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Really does.
No matter what else is happening.
Yeah. And they all all the wolves know about Slayer, so the scent has been passed around enough that they can try and pinpoint him, but they haven't seen him in a little while, but also we're not sure what a little while is to wolves.
Yeah.
But you know who is looking for him?
Heartseeker.
Well, first Moonhunter, which is Lanfear.
Yeah.
Lanfear. And he's like, yeah, I know about that one.
Right. And then we get Heartseeker.
Yeah, because she's here right now wearing a new scent, but it's definitely Heartseeker.
Okay. And then Perrin's like, ooh, this is definitely one of the Forsaken, but I don't recognize the images or the scent or the name.
Yeah, but it does. Yeah, so we do get the reveal also that Heartseeker is Grendel. For intents and purposes, we can talk about her as Heartseeker.
Okay.
So he doesn't know, and the wolves know her as who she is, but not by the name that Perrin would know.
She smells
so
ugly.
Yeah, they don't use Grendel as a name, but they know that it's Heartseeker, and they know it's her. So they're wary of her, obviously, but Perrin doesn't know which one this is necessarily. But since anything Forsaken concerns them, they have to go and check it out, see what's going on.
Sure.
So we got Perrin and Gaul shifting over to where Heartseeker was last seen, which is Marilor.
My goodness.
Yeah, whoa,
What's she
what a
doing
coincidence.
Over there?
Well, she's doing things.
Okay.
So
they hear some muttering, and Perrin uses the Lanfear trick of creating a soundless pocket of air.
Yeah, and it's actually a funny tidbit too, where it's the sound barrier is formed by creating a space with no air, and we know that sound travels through air.
Yes.
But if there's no air, sound can't go. That's why there's no sound in space.
Yes.
But then Perrin's like, whoa, I don't understand this at all.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm thinking, I wonder if the people of this time know about that.
I doubt it.
Maybe. They figured out germ theory. Maybe they know about that. I don't know. Who's to say? Not me. Not Perrin.
No, for sure not Perrin.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might understand it. Perrin does not.
No, but he knows it works, so he does it. And then they sneak up.
Obviously, there's there's musicians.
Right.
And people who understand how music and sound works.
Yeah, but even sound traveling in a wave through air, it doesn't make a lot of sense in my brain, just as why is that the thing?
Right.
I don't know.
But if we have flutes, then obviously some people somewhere have connected air flowing to make sound.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good point. So definite maybe.
Yeah.
On the whole
just
sound
not
thing.
Perrin.
Just not Perrin. Okay. Anyways, so they sneak up on the tent of Ideralda. Now, Grendel is in here rummaging through all the paperwork, as you do in Teleran Riyadh. Always rummaging through people's paperwork and notes and maps and stuff.
Always.
And she's grumbling, and then Perrin's like, whoa, this is the ugliest woman I've ever seen.
No, he doesn't think that. Do you want to know what it's described as?
What is
in
it
the
actually?
book?
The worst.
Perrin didn't recognize her, though she was painfully homely.
Nice.
Painfully homely?
Yeah.
That's ugly.
Yeah, confirmation that it's Grendel.
Mm-hmm.
Hessalam.
certainly wasn't what he would have expected from one of the Forsaken.
Mm-hmm.
Not that large forehead, bulbous nose, uneven eyes, or thinning hair.
Yeah, what a crazy description. But also, why not? Why don't you expect that from one of the Forsaken? Like, evil monster from the Age of Legends. Yeah, maybe very ugly, maybe not. I don't know. Like,
Well, because all the ones
Yeah.
we've seen so far have been pretty hot.
Okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Like Lanfear, the most beautiful woman in all the whole world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's part of like her little.
I know, but
She
it's
does a
still
little
part
thing.
of it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a certain level of attractiveness you have to be chosen by the Dark One.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
It's basically America's Next Top Model.
It turns out Tyra Banks is the Dark One. Can we say that?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Turns out.
We can definitively.
Turns out, after all this time.
We can definitively say that. Mhm.
Okay. So anyways, they're spying on her, rummaging through all the tent stuff, and then suddenly she looks up, and then Perrin reacts and does like a display replica of what's behind him and puts it in front of him, like some sort of crazy...
Okay, I totally understand
Yeah.
how this could possibly work.
Sure, it's just like a picture.
Yes. However...
It's like putting a picture of your surroundings against your Zoom camera.
No, I'm saying...
Yeah.
I definitely get it.
Yeah.
I understand. Do I believe that Perrin, in this very quick thinking moment...
Yeah.
is able to not only think of doing this, imagine that it's real, and also know exactly what the surroundings look like behind him?
Yeah,
That's
it's a more instinctual thing. Don't think of it as like a artistic creativity thing.
I get it, and it's creative, and
Yeah.
it's like, ooh, that's fun and exciting, but is it believable?
Yeah, he just has to like prompt tell Aranriad with what he wants, and then it does it.
I'm just saying, I have a hard time believing
Yeah.
this.
Okay, fine.
I believe it all, I have the rest of it.
This is the part
but
you
the
don't...
one,
Okay.
like, I would have
Sure.
preferred more like a smoke screen, or if he just like
Invisible.
imagined himself invisible.
Yeah, like we've done invisible things before. We
Yeah.
could do that again, but no, we're going to go with the picture. Picture of the background in front of me.
Yeah.
Boom.
Anyway, so she looks right at him but sees nothing, and finally she just like leaves the tent and goes
Literally flying off.
flying.
Yeah, and it's like callback
Flying
to
in Tenchico.
flying around Tenchico. She starts flying around.
Second life
off.
style.
Yeah. And then Perrin is like, hey, Gall, you stay here and watch for danger. And then he goes flying off after her.
Yeah. Like what?
Great plan, everybody. But don't worry, Perrin's going to follow from a safe distance because he can't keep up that whole, like, picture image.
Oh, he can't?
Can't keep
he
it up.
Can't keep
Can't
that
keep
up
it- no.
while he's flying through the sky.
I would
and the
make myself
background
look
is
like
moving?
make myself look like a cloud or something.
Right. I would be a bird.
Or that too, I don't know. Or back to the invisible part. I don't know.
Anyway, so they move
Yeah.
into some black type void with pinpricks of light. And we've seen this before. This is
Yes.
where Egwene goes.
Yeah, where dreams are.
Where
Yeah.
all the dreams are.
Yeah,
But
he doesn't know. He's never been in
I'm
this
just-
space before.
surprised that Perrin can follow her here.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't seem like a destination you can just like follow someone to.
I think his lack of knowing what's happening is helping him in this circumstance because he's just following. He's just imitating and doing what she's doing. So I think that gives it like a little bit more plot. It reminds me of when Rand was just like doing stuff instinctually with the power, right? Like holding open gateways, stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, it feels like this is how I do it, and I'm just going to follow her to wherever she's going. I don't necessarily think that he would be able to get here on his own first shot because he doesn't know that this is a thing he can do. Because like we've never seen him do this before.
No, he doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah, he's got no clue, but he's just following.
Okay.
So,
Now, Heartseeker / Grendel / Hessalam
yes. Yep.
is going to do the most classic villain monologue to herself to let us, the reader, know a little bit of information.
Yeah.
It goes on. I'm like, oh yeah, she's just going on and on out loud by herself.
First
like
she's
this?
like muttering about being ugly and how it doesn't bother her.
Yeah,
I don't actually care. It's like, yeah, you do.
I don't believe it.
And then number 2, she goes into a little bit more like specific stuff, and she's like he doesn't hear enough of it for us to really get a full picture of exactly what she's referring to. But she says like, go ahead and throw your armies at them. I'll have the greater victory. You got to destroy the head. And the day is yours. All you're doing is cutting off all the legs, whatever.
Well,
So,
and she's like, oh, I will have your place, Moradin. It will be mine.
Yeah.
This face or no this face.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so...
Like, we're still vying for nameless-ism, and that's a thing.
Yeah, she's just
That's cool.
monologuing, just like to herself.
And what's important...
Muttering angrily.
What's important is while she's doing the monologuing, she's also messing around with one of these pinpoints of light. She's like pressed up against one of the dreams, doing something or whatever while she's monologuing. So that is important because then she like looks back again because she gets like spooked, and then Perrin gets spooked and he just zip-zaps himself back.
Well, we forgot to say that he doesn't really make himself invisible, but he makes himself colorless. Like just black.
Transparent?
Nope,
black? Okay.
Just black.
Okay. Well, you're in black, so like, sure. Cool. That works. Anyways, so he bamfs himself back down to where Gaul is because he got spooked, and he's like, phew, it's good. Don't worry.
But then his clothes can't be black anymore because then he doesn't blend in. He actually stands out.
Yeah, exactly. So he's back down on the ground now with Gaul. He thinks Heartseeker's still up above in the weird space above.
Yeah, he's like, I got out of there. Phew.
But then, all of a sudden, big fireball crashes down right beside him.
Oh, can you believe it?
Yeah.
'Kay.
Yes, I can.
I really like a good Tel'aran'rhiod fight scene.
It's pretty cool.
It's great.
Yeah.
Especially when we're in Perrin's head and he's just like, derp-doo-derp. I'm Perrin. Oh, I guess I just go do this. Like, he's not even like, oh my God, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
What should I do next? Like,
there's no panic.
None.
Yeah, he's not nearly as panicked as anybody should be.
Oh, I guess I'll just jump into the air. I guess I'll just hold her in air. And I guess I'll just like make the balefire weave around me, I guess. Like, and it's like so intense.
Yeah.
But his perception, like the way that he's narrating,
there's no franticness to it.
Nothing.
Sometimes when you're in people's heads in these fights, you're
oh,
frantic and like duck, dodge, dive, but not this guy. Not this guy. Okay, so fireball crashes down. Heartseeker does a superhero landing on the ground.
That's a good one.
And then she wants to know all the important things.
Who are you?
Where are you?
Where are you?
Because I guess she was like looking to see him, but like couldn't see him. But then she spots him, and she's like, you're the one. You're the.
And she's so mad at Perrin.
She's so
Perrin
mad.
has wrecked everything.
Oh,
for
so
Grendel.
much. Yeah. It's not good.
No,
it's not good.
So
of
she's
course,
like, dead with balefire.
Yeah, blast him with balefire. Of course, that doesn't work, so he just bends it around him. And then, of course, she's shocked because they always are. And I love like he's so nonchalant about it, too.
He just, like, appears behind her with his hammer raised.
And he could legit kill her right now.
He should.
He could have done it, and he should have done it, but he doesn't.
Fatal flaw.
Yes. So he legit, like, outplayed Grendel right here in Tel'aran'rhiod.
But he hesitates.
Could have brought the hammer down.
Because she's a woman.
Terrible.
You know what? But she's ugly.
That's true. It's fine.
It's fine. She's not even a beautiful woman.
So what's the problem, man? Oh, jeez.
Don't you know, Perrin? It's way easier to kill ugly people.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Especially women.
Okay.
Okay, anyway. So because of the hesitation...
Yeah, she's able to spin,
and attacks, and Perrin dodges... And then also takes a sidebar to chat
it's so
with
funny
Gull,
too.
Like, behind a rock.
Yeah, so like
something.
she blasts more balefire and he bends it out of the way again and like it blasts into a hill and then he like leaves a statuesque like copy of himself and then dips away behind like a shield and
that should distract her for a little while.
Yeah,
that
and
should
it's
buy
like
us
it's
about
fine.
3 days.
It's fine. So he jumps over back to Gaul and it's like it's cool, don't worry. And I love it because Gaul is like, dude, you are like a pro.
You should have killed her. You didn't.
Yeah, number one, you should have killed her. Number two, you're awesome at this.
And then Gaul is like, if you were Aiel, the real glory here, the real good thing to do would be to capture her, not kill her.
Yeah.
And then Perrin's like, well, all right, well, I'll try that then.
I guess I could give it a shot.
So,
before we do that, though,
what?
I just want to talk about the little side note here that Gaul also brings up here because he tells Perrin how strong he is in Tel'aran'rhiod. And then he's like, do the wise ones know about this? Like how good you are?
Yeah.
And then Perrin says, oh, I'm still a puppy compared to the wise ones. Like I'm still a pup.
Yeah.
And then Gaul's like, I don't know about that, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
But then Gaul's also like,
Yeah.
I don't actually know
He
what the
doesn't
Wise
know,
Ones do here.
But like seeing Perrin in action here, so I want to know, because you've seen Wise Ones in action in the World of Dreams.
Yeah.
You've seen other people in action in the World of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Is Perrin comparable?
Yes.
Or better or worse?
Comparable.
Comparable to like the Wise Ones.
I think the Wise Ones are probably the Forsaken, but the Wise Ones are the best at understanding the whole like making things real by believing them.
Right. But there's a holdup here too, because I feel like there's a holdup with the whole channeler situation where Perrin is able to say it's just a weave to he weaves even like balefire.
Yes.
Because he has that sense of belief that whatever, it's just the power and it doesn't apply here. He has that as a conviction of his own mentality. And people who are channelers don't necessarily, because they're born and raised with the power and they use it, and that's the most powerful thing.
But some wise ones who are dreamers aren't channelers.
But they've been like trained by others who maybe are. So
Not
that's why.
necessarily.
But that's why the thing at the end with Lanfear talking about it is very interesting to me too, and I want to dive into that.
Okay.
Where she's like, oh, no, because Perrin starts to think like, oh, I could channel in here, I guess. I just got to think about it. And then she's like, no, you can't do that. So I want to come back to that after.
You're making me think I shouldn't just blindly trust Lanfear and the things she says.
Probably not. It's almost like everybody who does the World of Dreams stuff thinks they're the best.
Yeah.
But it's like Age of Legends people couldn't heal like Stelling and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I still think that the Wise Ones probably are good at this.
The pause. The pause you did there for saying
Well, I was going to say because of their experience, and they've experienced more and have been able to face more, but they probably, because of the experience, overthink things.
Stuck in their ways of what can and can't happen.
And I never thought that I'd be so happy that Perrin doesn't overthink things.
Right.
Like, this is so out of character for him.
It's a benefit.
Yeah.
Got to think less.
But Perrin doesn't think less.
He overthinks sometimes, but also sometimes he just like goes off what he feels. He does have that very instinctual side of him in some aspects.
I don't know. It just feels weird. Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Like that's his entire young bull persona.
I guess so.
Anyways.
He's not young bull here though.
No, but he always is young bull too.
No.
That's the point.
No,
he's
not.
both. Things can be two things.
Okay. So.
All right. So Perrin's going to try and capture her.
Okay. But she's discovered that his little statue, just a statue.
Not actually Perrin. Crazy. Okay. So Perrin reappears, tries to wrap her up in vines.
In vines.
That doesn't work.
No, dummy.
Yeah. She keeps trying to hit him with balefire, and then Perrin hits her with the fork root.
Oh, yeah. Fills her mouth with it.
Yeah, which is difficult.
And I was like, we've seen this before.
Yeah. Great move. But like
by
she
Nynaeve
starts.
And
with
Mulgideon.
Yeah. So, and then clapping that thing on her. So we should probably maybe do that again.
I don't know. It feels like it worked.
It worked really well. Okay. So anyways, she starts panicking, trying to spit it out, and she bails.
Opens
hard
the gateway, throws herself through.
to the middle of like a Trolloc army, so she's got some defense jumping through here, so Perrin doesn't follow her into like a horde of Trollocs. So that's good, I guess. Is
and
it
then
good?
The gateway
I don't
closes.
know. Yeah, so she escapes. He fights her off, and like she didn't even go toe to toe with him. Like if he was legit trying to kill her, I feel like he could have.
He should have.
Even on the second attempt, because the first time when he hesitates, he could have killed her.
With his hammer.
Yeah.
That's power forged.
Sure.
Can that stop them from being like reborn? Or Grundle probably at this point, if she dies even normally.
I don't think that she's getting another one.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
At this point.
Dirkwyn doesn't really do that.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Ishamael and he knows you hate it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate punishment for that guy. Okay.
Yeah, Moradin will keep getting brought back no matter what.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that's the interesting thing. The second time Perrin goes up against her here in this scene, he's not trying to kill her. He's trying to capture her with terrible...
And he can't do it.
No, of
do
course
better.
not.
If you actually think about capturing her, think about something that can't just be broken.
Yeah.
Not vines.
A jail cell.
Honestly.
I know, but what? And why? I understand what you're going for here, Gull, but why are we trying to capture her? That's a bad idea.
Yes.
Take these pieces off. I get it.
Because that was what Avienda was telling Rand about the Dark One.
Yeah, but the whole thing...
it's no, guys. Sometimes we just need to...
Yeah, and the point about Giotto is that you only do Giotto with people who follow Giotto.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, but not...
they don't.
Yeah.
They follow it all the time.
I know, but like you can't make someone guy
In
shine
your
if they
opinion.
you can't make someone guy shine if they don't follow Giotto. So like I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Should have killed her.
Okay.
The point of what I'm trying to say
Lanfear
is
pops up
yeah, after
and she says, I was watching and
you should have killed her.
You should have killed her.
I agree with Lanfear.
This would have been way easier and way better if you had just killed her, and that is a weakness that you need to overcome.
Yeah.
Same with Rand. You and Rand.
You used to think it was charming with Luce Theron. It's
You
not
guys
charming with you.
Suck.
Yeah.
I, for one, never found it charming, and I've always hated it.
Yeah.
Although,
yeah.
if Rand didn't have that flaw, we might have no. Oh no, Lanfear died anyway, and she got brought back as Sindain. So if Rand killed her,
Right.
then she would we'd still have her now. Okay, fine with me.
Where did you land with this?
Flaw, character flaw,
Character. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. So then Perrin's like, who's that and what's she doing? And then Lanfear's like, it's Grendel and she's invading dreams. And also,
Her name's Hesela.
Hesela, not Grendel anymore.
And then Perrin's like, "What's your new name?"
Yeah. Gets a little blush out of her.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So Hesela means without forgiveness and Sindain means, do you remember?
Last chance.
There you go. Okay, cool.
But she doesn't tell him.
No, she does not. Okay, and this is when Lanfear starts hitting on him.
Well, Perrin certainly perceives it to be hitting on.
You know he's married. I mean, it's pretty clear that she's thinking about shacking up with him.
No.
It's no longer about LTT. It's about the Wolf King. It's about Perrin.
I think it's about power couple
yeah.
and less about team, like lovers situation.
It can be both.
No.
Yeah. She's like, if we're going to be together, then you have to be more powerful than you are right now.
Yeah. But then he's like, I'm married.
And she's like, for now. Well, she doesn't say that, but she's like, I know. But still, it's just kind of funny because like it is the power couple thing that it seems like anyways. And he's not digging it. But
you know what? I could see it more as like a teammate situation.
They could team up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're okay with them teaming up?
Sure.
Really?
I'm okay with anyone teaming up with Lanfear.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Oh.
She's Forsaken.
She has so much good information. She doesn't even want to be Forsaken anymore.
Well, again, why do you trust everything she says? Why do you believe everything?
Because I know her.
You don't even know her.
I know her.
Oh, man. You don't know her.
I know her. We can trust her.
100%. Okay.
Anyway, she used to think that she could only pair up with a guy who could channel.
Yep.
But now she's thinking someone who's super good at the dream world.
Exactly. That'd
might
be cool,
be
too.
an acceptable substitute.
Yeah.
But Perrin wants to know what Grendel was doing here.
Mm-hmm.
And Lanfear's like, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, not actually sure.
She always has so many plots going.
Couple plots, and also keep in mind that she is a fighter, not a runner like Moghedien, for example. So she is dangerous. You just gotta be careful. But the interesting thing is she does point out to him that he could do that. He could move back and forth between the dream world and the real world without the help of a channeler. And this is where the conversation kind of goes.
Slayer can do it.
Yeah, so Slayer can do it, and Perrin's like, well, he's not a wolf brother. Lanfear brings up that they're similar because the Dark One did something to Slayer when capturing his souls, plural.
Yes.
Because it's a Luke and Isam situation.
Yes.
So it kind of makes sense then with Perrin having two souls, the wolf soul and his soul.
I guess. Okay.
Like there's some connection that's similar. It's not the same.
Sure.
But she's talking about like similarities. So him being able to do what Slayer does, move in and out of the dream world. So that's pretty cool. And that would be very powerful because we've seen what Slayer can do, bamfing in and out.
Yes.
And if he was a little bit more dedicated to certain missions, he could do a lot of damage with that.
Okay, and right now, as it stands, only channelers can make gateways like in and out.
Well, yeah. That needs the power.
I was just thinking, what if Perrin thought of a gateway?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
That's like the next topic of conversation. So Perrin says, well, I suppose I could imagine being able to channel. And then Lanfear cuts him off and says, it wouldn't work. There's limits to what you can accomplish here, regardless of how strong the mind is. The ability to channel is not a thing of the body, but a thing of the soul. So it's just like that mentality that she's shooting it down because, well, she knows better. But do you know better? Because we know that there's a bunch of stuff that even Age of Legends Aes Sedai didn't and couldn't do. So that are possible, you just didn't know how to do it.
Unreliable narrator. Because even if Lanfear isn't even tricking him.
Right. She thinks it's not true.
She thinks that it's impossible, but it might be
But
possible.
why in Tel'aran'rhiod couldn't you at minimum replicate weaving and channeling? Why couldn't you imagine weaving the same way? Yeah, it's slower than just thinking things, but why couldn't you do that?
And maybe it's not slower.
Well, even like Egwene thinking about channeling versus thinking things, like channeling, you have to think the weave and have the weave do the thing.
Yeah, but Perrin doesn't have any concept of what it takes in your mind to channel
which is part of the problem. So hypothetically, in my argument is you could channel in the world of dreams if you knew what it felt like, the actual function.
You could channel if you just imagine what you think channeling is.
So is that actually channeling or is that just replicating something else?
It doesn't matter.
That's the point. Yeah. Hypothetically, you should be able to channel.
I think so too.
If you knew how and the actual experience of doing it.
Could somebody who was gentled or stilled go to Tel'aran'rhiod?
Depends how strong their belief system is that they can't channel anymore.
Yes.
Because if you believe you can't channel because you're gentle, then in Tel'aran'rhiod, you're right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's the cool thing about Tel'aran'rhiod. It's like whatever, if you think you can or can't.
Because if Perrin thinks to himself, I can channel.
Yeah.
Then he should just be able to do whatever his brain thinks that is.
I bet that if Lanfear didn't tell him that and he just tried to do like a fireball or something, he could blast a fireball out of his hand.
For sure. Well, he just created vines.
Yeah.
To wrap up.
Yeah.
And
he can move air. Yeah. Like he can do that. That's basically what it is.
That's literally channeling.
Yeah. Except
he's just making it
exactly. So. It's like using the flows of something real versus like imagining it.
Yeah,
so
but it's all not real.
Exactly.
There are no actual flows of the channel or channeling power.
Well, in the real world.
In Tel'aran'rhiod.
Debatable, because whatever you believe is what's real in Tel'aran'rhiod. It's a conundrum. It's a great conundrum. Yeah, anyways, we could go back and forth all night on that. Okay. So, anyways, she's like, no, can't do it. Not what I was talking about either, because that isn't what she's talking about. She's not talking about you making a gateway. She's talking about you just willing that part of existence
willing
or whatever
yourself
they
in
do.
And out of here.
Yeah, but she doesn't know how to do it because she doesn't know how to do it.
Right.
So she can't teach him how to do something she doesn't know how to do. Makes sense.
Or she says.
So she says.
Yeah. But anyway, instead of talking about this more and actually like trying something out, Perrin deflects for some reason and asks Lanfear why she's not worrying about being caught like she was before.
Yeah, because she was like super scared and like jumping away and jumping back, jumping away, jumping back.
Yeah.
Now not so much.
Looking to the sky, looking away.
Right. Yeah. So now she says, my former master has been occupied for the last week. And the important part of that for Perrin is
the last week.
Like, oh no. So then we get an explanation about it seems that time is distorted the closer you are to Shale Ghul. So for every day that passes to them in Shale Ghul, then 3 or 4 days might pass for someone further away. So it's kind of like a black hole and like time dilation and like science-y stuff.
Well, that'll be important for Rand.
Yeah, so like that's what it seems like. Rand might only be fighting his battle for a couple of days, if that, and everybody else, the further away you get, have to survive longer. So like there might be some wonkiness and timeline stuff, even worse.
Ugh.
Who knows? Who's to say?
Anyway, Perrin's like, oh my god, well if I've been gone a week, can you make me a gateway so I can get out of here? No.
I love it too.
And I'm also not going to help you at all.
No.
Try to figure this out because you need to learn this for yourself.
Yeah. And like I kind of agree with that. He's got to figure that out for himself.
Yeah. So Perrin doesn't care about the power, and he's not going to be tempted.
Yeah. Well, what about if you did nice things with all the power that you get?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? What about that? Because we can be together, and you can have all the power and glory you want.
And then you could feed the children, and you could, schools.
And save people.
Do nice things, Perrin.
Yeah.
And he says, no.
I just want to know how Slayer does his thing.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm fixated on this one thing right now. I don't want to talk about that.
We can talk about that after the Slayer issue is done.
And no, we can't.
Yeah. Okay, now this is the last really good bit here. So she's like, okay, fine. Well, whatever you're going to do it quick, especially if you want to stop Grendel.
Yep.
And then he's like, well, why would I want to stop her? And she says, well, aren't you paying attention?
Notice?
Yeah. You don't know how to tell whose dream that is? Well, that dream that she was invading up there belongs to Davram Bashir, your wife's father.
And then she disappears.
Yeah. So
Dun,
now,
dun, dun.
now we've got Grendel messing around in the main camp in Marilor. We got her messing around with Bashir's dreams.
Well, she wasn't
not good.
She was messing around. She was like looking for stuff.
Yeah, poking
but
her.
she was like angry, muttering.
Yeah.
She couldn't find what she wanted to find.
Yeah.
So I'm not as concerned.
Yeah.
Because she seems a little frantic.
It's
and
so funny that
flustered.
like looking at documents is like such a classic move too.
Classic.
Yeah, I love it. Just like rummaging through letters.
You got
and
it,
stuff.
but then they're like disappearing.
You gotta
and
read them quick.
Oh my gosh.
Keywords.
So
Keywords.
stressful.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Yeah. So a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff happened this chapter.
Okay, so you better figure this out quick, Perrin.
Mm.
My goodness.
Yeah, to like jump in and out of the world of dreams.
Yeah.
And such.
And in this chapter, in this perspective, somewhere there was a mention of how Fail is doing something important.
Yes.
And Perrin thinks about her.
He does think about his wife.
And the fact that she exists and is doing something.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good for him to remember his wife.
Yeah.
After all that stuff you went through to get her back.
Yep.
Can't forget about her.
Can't forget.
Okay. All right. So next episode, one chapter. Yep. We keep moving through.
I don't expect anything more at this point.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, I'll read it, and I'm excited to do so. And before you go ahead and try and capture a Forsaken when you should just kill her, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it's part of the pattern.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. The Wheel Weaves is hosted and edited by Dani and Brett, produced by Dani and Brett with Passion Socks, Cody Feltz, Mo Zyme, Jamie Young, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Matt Truss, Antoine Benoit, MKM, Megan, Colby T, Gabby Young, Rycat, Chris G, Sarah Creech, Saverio Bartolini, Megs621, Hamar's Lament, William Johnson, and Courtney B. With music by Audionautics. Now, be sure to check out our Patreon page if you're interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon exclusive merchandise as a thank you. Plus, you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else. And at the time of recording, we have over, I think, 50 bonus episodes at patreon.com/The Wheel Weaves Podcast. So you can find all of that and more over there. For general information about our show, like how to get in touch with us, how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, you can visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. And as always, please be sure to give us that 5-star review because it really does make a huge difference in helping people find us. And be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. Thanks again for listening. This really is part of the pattern now.